Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing. My name is Zack, joined as always by Lane, the legend Kramer. Lane, how are we doing today and what are we unboxing?
I am doing about 85% good, but that's probably mostly because I had a very long, annoying day today. But the fact that I get to be unboxing this bad boy already is making me happy. Although I did see some people for starting to get their final payments and stuff going to be due soon for Starkiller. So people should finally start getting them here after a couple of weeks now. So,
Man.
welcome to everybody joining us tonight. Now, you might be going, how do you have Starkiller already? Well, this is actually the Hong Kong Dark Side event specific special edition exclusive. Obviously, the figure is exactly the same for all the editions. This one just comes with the red coin, which we will. Thank you, Sith Collector. Yes, I already was given the speech to be. Please be careful before we went live. So I will definitely try to be. So here tonight we have Starkiller. I am really looking forward to seeing this guy. He's not one of my all-time top, legend stuff that I would necessarily go for, but I just love the Sith look to this guy. So give me a minute here, and I'm going to readjust the camera real quick so we can have a little bit better view of this guy. So hold on for a moment.
Yeah.
While we get that here. Sorry guys, I didn't have quite enough time before I came on here. I was watching Raw very intensely on Netflix, and that's what I'll be doing after we finish tonight. So here we have Starkiller. So nice, obviously, usually Star Wars box. We've got the figure of Starkiller wielding his main lightsaber. Here, then also with another pose, just showing Starkiller himself. The Star Wars boxes, they're always pretty much the same for the most part, but I always really like the art style where it keeps the focus usually on the figure, and I kind of like the simplicity most times. There are times where I really like the, maybe more involved type of boxing that they do for for the Marvel figures, for the heroes and stuff. But this is obviously got the special edition, because this will be one coming with the coin. So I do actually really like here that they use kind of the silver band coloration. I was wondering if they were going to use all the same, like, they'll often do for the Star Wars figure for a particular line, since the Revan figure was purple, or, kind of the light purple, which matched his main lightsaber color. I like that they did here with Starkiller kind of different coloration. So here you have another pose with Starkiller wielding his lightsaber and, doing a pose hand. And then here on this side, we've just got a little bit more extension and everything. Starkiller, back of the box is the usual stuff. But obviously they have labeled here. Also, the video games masterpiece line. And one thing they have the big legends on here. That's obviously something different than a lot of the Star Wars. That's a more recent thing and stuff they've started to do with like Revan and this. And we'll also see that probably with them later this year when Dark Empire Luke comes out. So they've actually gone pretty deep into the Legends line. Now we just had that Darth Malgus. And I kind of like they're doing stuff from different things from Legends. There are plenty of figures I will like. Characters I want to see him do figures of. Probably Mara Jade, Skywalker, Luke's wife, like the most. She's probably, other than Revan having him, she's the most anticipated one that I want that has not been already announced. So we get this off. Yeah, thanks, Disco. I'm aware of that. So here we have Starkiller. Looking really cool. Of course, they have the lighting, dual wielding lightsaber hilts here. Always looking cool. This look to this guy is really awesome. Now, I don't know. Are you very familiar with this guy at all? Not necessarily the Sith version of him here, but even like from Force Unleashed.
Yeah, I've played Force Unleashed. I think this was a DLC, and I don't think I ever had the DLC. So yeah. I don't really know anything about this outfit.
Yeah, so just for anybody who's not familiar, this is the character Starkiller is based off from the Force Unleashed 1 and 2. This is a variation specifically from the first game. Starkiller, there are two endings to the game, one of which has you do certain things which would lead to Starkiller becoming basically Emperor Palpatine's new apprentice. And he gets all screwed up and kind of gets like put back together, kind of like Vader did. That's one of the endings, and then there's a 2-part DLC that they put out, which is supposed to be set years after the alternate ending, where you're playing as Lord Starkiller at the Emperor's Apprentice, which is going to be you hunting for Luke Skywalker, and you're going to like run into Boba Fett, and it was probably about 2 hours of gameplay. It was somebody broke something.
Camera's fucking up and it's pissing me off. Give me a second.
Okay, guys. So just the one clam tray for this guy. Here in the top, we'll take a look first. We often will do. Now, he comes with a decent amount of stuff without like it kind of being all over the place. I'm going to move his box here out of the way in just a second, so we can just focus on this clam tray first. All right, let's move you over here. You over here, and get a little bit of focus on these guys right now. So here we've got clam tray. Now the big thing he comes with is multiple lightsabers, which is always really cool. Now he has some, hilts we'll recognize. Now he is a little limited. I guess I would say maybe the one negative so far in this figure, and this was just he only comes with 3 hands other than 2 already on the figure, so he's very limited. This is less than Trooper, man. A lot of the Trooper exclusives will come at least with 4 hands on top of the 2. So that's maybe one disappointing. Now, obviously, his finger wear here, which we'll be taking a look at in a moment, is a little bit more, I guess you could say you have to be a little bit more careful about, and it's a little bit more individualized than your average Trooper. So this is Starkiller's lightsaber himself with his hilt. This is one that you will be able to hang off a particular part of his belt here. And obviously, we'll take a look here. It's got its own lightsaber crystals. He comes with, has become standard for any lightsaber wielder, both a lighted and non-lighted version. Now, he only comes with one of his hilts that lights up. So I don't know, Zach, what do you think? Because he's a guy who can be made to wield multiple lightsaber hilts. Do you like or dislike that they have just one light up when they made it so he can wield basically 2 of his exact same lightsabers, even in some on the box?
I think it's cheap enough that it should have been included. Sorry, give me 1 second. My freaking camera keeps getting unplugged.
No,
I think at the price of what these are, I think it should have had the. It's not like it's not
a deal breaker, but
maybe you could argue for some characters that have a lightsaber that. I'm trying to think, but there was a figure recently where it had a lightsaber. I think it was Anakin, where maybe that one should have. That's not a good example. But if there's a character that is just holding a lightsaber that they don't use, I can understand why you're not going to give it an LED. But if the character actually uses it, then yeah, I think it should have it. Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah. No, you are perfectly fine. You go take care of. Okay. So as you guys can see here, really nice paint and details. Let's see if we can get this focus here. So this is his lightsaber, and then you'll have, obviously, it's basically the exact same thing, but will be the lighter version. We will not be using the lighter version, as you guys are used to at this point. I don't use those. Now, hey, first let me do a big shout out real quick just to who we've had here already so far. 6 Scale Collector already giving me some warning and hopefully that I'm careful. I appreciate that. Defet, hey, good to see you. Yeah, I know wide lens and stuff is normally what I like, but I'm limited in what I have. And obviously, I don't often do unboxings here. Having some technical issues with my kitchen right now, so we had to go old school for this evening. Also, let me just go and shout out to King Dingaling, still one of the best online names ever. And hey,
What's up,
OG
Ding?
fan, thank you for joining us. As always, it's always good to see you, sir. Anyway, I will get back, but I just want to do a quick shout out to everybody. Now, here's one thing that I think is really cool. You're not necessarily going to get a ton of use out of them, but that Starkiller comes with all these unique lightsaber hilts. Maybe this is how kind of they justified it a little, Zach, is they give you a lot of lightsaber hilts with this guy, which I think they all are usable. Like they could have it, where he'd take them off his belt and use them. Now they have these big hooks here. You're going to use these to hang him off his belt. I don't know if I'm going to fool with these tonight. I might hook one on or something because there's a specific ordering you have to put them on, but they might be a little difficult on camera trying to get all attached. But we'll see. But the detail on here really nice. I do like that they just have hooks you kind of hang, but I'm guessing this is maybe something where you might want to try and get him kind of posed up a little bit, how you want him, and then hang him off his belt because you might knock him loose or whatever when you're actually setting him, or at least some of them anyway, depending where they go. And I believe there is in the instructions a layout. So got that. Obviously here, we've got kind of Anakin's lightsaber hilt with a little bit of almost damage or something to it right there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a little unfinished. I believe here we've got, I don't remember all the exact layout, but this is like kind of a 2-pack put together, Maul's lightsaber and another. Oh, this is Anakin. Sorry, not that. That's Anakin's. But as you can see here, you'll hang them both kind of together on top, hanging from the back of his belt. So that's that one's an interesting combo. And then I'm kind of going through these a little bit faster because I want to get to the hands. I think the hands are one of the most unique things. This guy's got one of the most unique set of hands, I think. Yeah. Captain Butterknife figure, as you'll see here. So this almost feels like it's a half of a damaged hilt, more or less.
Yeah.
But the painting, apps, and everything, even though these are just basically accessories to hang on the body, they're really nice. Now, here is the hands themselves. Now, you can see with these Butterfinger knives that he's got. Really nice. They did a really nice job with paint apps on them. Let's see if I can get that up.
What's the is it hard plastic or like a soft rubber for the claws?
It feels like kind of a hard plastic.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Yeah. So
oh my god.
I was already given warning by some other people who had gotten these that you have to be like when you're sticking the hilt into the hand, you have to be like super, super careful.
Yeah.
With it, which I'm not surprised. This is the one thing for when I saw the figure that I went, this is the part that could easily get broken if you're not careful. So I'm going to probably say, guys, for Starkiller, at least if you're going to be like putting a lightsaber in his hand or something, if you're not, then I don't think you have too much to worry about too much, except just when you're switching the hands out. But that's depending on even which hand you use, but that can be relatively easy. But if you're actually using, because you can kind of see here where normally you might use some flexibility to push the hands open a little bit to help make room to fit the lightsaber.
Yeah. That's
really hard to do here because you have all this hard plastic right in the way when you're trying to move it. So this guy feels like you need to have a lightsaber in his hand. Now, 2 of his hands are actually lightsaber wielders hands. So this is, you'll just figure out whichever one you want to stick it in. And then I can see this make it even a little bit more tricky if you're trying to use the light up saber, though, where you're trying to thread in have thread into his suit and around, and then also be sticking in here and everything. I think the easiest way is going to be, since he often holds it kind of like this, where it's going back, the back end is coming out the front of your hand and it's facing the opposite direction. you're probably going to have an easier time doing it from the underneath part, pushing the lightsaber up so that it rests then up coming to the thumb than where usually like a blaster, or something, a gun, you would be pulling it apart. But
Yeah.
But these hands are really cool. I just want to say the hands are really cool, guys. Like these are I think one of the coolest hands that we've seen Hot Toys ever do. But there's obviously function like this hand. I really like this hand just with the thing outstretched. That looks like super evil and imposing. Like I think this one especially like really shows off just how the kind of funky knife things where they don't like they look cool, but they don't, if you're trying to functionally work with them, they're not so great. But like just this hand where you could switch it out and attach it for pointing his hand pointing outwards, like this is really cool. And this is probably one that's not too bad to switch out. I really like kind of this force gesture hand. And then the gloves you can kind of see there. See, I really like my other camera better on my phone because this focuses way better. But like the details and the textures here and everything on the hand are really nicely done and detailed. The different, like showing off the glove and the detail, like I can see it a lot easier here. But I really like these hands. I think they did a great
What's else
job.
in the box, Lane?
Okay, well, I got that out. Okay, next up, we've got the figure itself. Back in there. Okay. So here we have Starkiller himself. So obviously we saw most of the stuff is here in the tray. So here we'll take a look at this in a minute. We've got his lightsaber, the actual attachments to light them up. You get two of them, so you can attach them for two of the different saber hilts. Or if you wanted to have him dual wielding two of his own. And then now I have heard an issue with these trying to attach them to his lightsaber hilt because it's got the three prongs and stuff, that this will rub up against them and could break them. So I probably will not be using these. That's kind of an unfortunate thing with just the design of the lightsaber. But here's the cool thing, obviously, with this particular edition. We've got the red coin. And I will say, this is made out of metal. It's not plastic. I think a lot of us thought these were going to be just, plastic coins or something. But it is metal. Ooh. Okay, that looks cool. I will admit, that does look very cool. Now, I thought Justin made a good point for these coins. Having these is great, but why didn't they include some kind of little plastic stand where we could sit it up, stand it up and put it next to the figure or something? That kind of would have made sense. But there's Starkiller in red holding his lightsaber. I think with the red, this looks really awesome. Like, this looks really cool. And it has a nice hefty weight to it. Hey, Big Rib, how are you doing? Then you've got the Star Wars. So, guys, if you are getting any of the special editions here in the United States, you will get the same coin, but it'll be the gold version. I got this guy this way because I wanted to get one of the Dark Side event figures with the red coin. Like, just get one of them because I wanted to get one with that because I just thought those looked better. Yeah, thanks, OG fan. Yeah, no. Okay, now we're going to get Starkiller himself out here. Now, I will let you guys know that I did already remove the plastic from the arms and the hands because I thought the hands especially might be a little bit of a difficulty just with the butter knife figures. So I wanted to get that removed first. So Hey, Mr. Ben, thank you for joining us. That was a very great panel show you had yesterday. If you guys, if you never, and none of you have ever checked out the Ben Thomas show, check out his channel. He does reviews, has always Sunday afternoons. Some really good, excellent panels, as well as obviously he is a regular here on college collecting. I almost said college weekly, like we're talking college football. Collecting weekly. You figure by after 4 years, I would have that down. But let me see. If we get
At least you
this.
didn't call it Collectors Weekly, so there's that.
And then here is, it says Lord Starkiller, but has legends onto the base. It's just a simple base. It's nice because this one's nice because you can adjust on there where you want to attach the crotch grabber. But your basic Star Wars stand. So, hey, so Oxfather, how do you feel about, for all these ones that are legends, them using the legends tag on there? Do you think that they should just have the character name? Does it just kind of seem like a waste of space and distraction, or how do you feel about that?
That's kind of stupid, to be honest. But I mean, I get it. They got to discern the canon from the not canon. I just think it's stupid, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm more of your. Okay, so here we have.
I get it. I get it, but I just it's not
yeah, I know what you mean. I completely agree. So here we have Starkiller. Move. So now we can look. Oh my god! Now this is the first time I'm like actually really looking at the figure. Man, this helmet is so cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. As you guys look at that.
Wow, it looks pretty cool,
it's
actually.
So badass.
I like that color. Yeah. Is it like a copper or is it like a gunmetal weathered?
Yeah, kind of a gunmetal. Yeah, it's a gunmetal cover with like black. But the thing that really sells it here is you can see guys here like right in the top of the helmet. You can see like scarring and everything. There's a lot of detail, like damage. He's like, serving the Emperor. People have tried to whack his head off, and you can see the damage on his helmet. Obviously, it kind of has almost kind of Sith's cross with Mandalorian kind of feel to it. The suit for this feels fantastic. This is definitely like nylon or something. This undersuit and everything. Now, I do know that kind of part of like a little bit of the neck. The one thing is you can kind of see the figure of the underpart, the neck here a little bit, which kind of looks not the best. But he does have like this little almost like Padawan braid that you can move around a little bit. But this entire this undersuit doesn't feel like pleather. This is like a nylon-esque type of suit. Now, the one thing I know, this belt is pleather. So there is still some pleather on this guy, unfortunately. And which is funny because this thing is like all nylon pretty much, except for that, which is just kind of a strange choice, but that is kind of Hot Toys in a nutshell, So he's got a pretty, I mean, the good thing is with this guy, he's not big and bulky like Vader or something, but there's just, you can see like just one thing I like in say comparison to Balin. That was one of my only, you guys might remember when I unboxed Balin. Look here at like,
he had threads coming off, right?
Like supposed to be showing kind of wear and tear on his cloak and also his garments and stuff. Here, it actually looks like that. Like they actually cut it and did it like there's wear and tear from him going into, lots of bad weather and deserts and stuff. But like this looks so good. Now this
Secret Lab twins, Ben. Secret Lab, baby.
And then this one does actually have a little bit of wiring to it, like here at the edge. So you can actually, move it a little bit and adjust it like Balin did not. So you can give it like it's a movement if you want to give him some things where it's coming up behind him. That kind of thing. Now the suit. Now one thing I do notice with this hand arm, you probably had because you might notice these. You probably need to be a little careful when you are actually moving this. So that might limit his like hand movement a little bit because they're attached to this right here. So that's probably going to limit how much you can move this arm. So you probably are going to, because it's actually here. I'll show you guys here in a second. You can see right there, it's actually those pieces are attached into the suit itself. So, like my recommendation is going to be, you probably want to limit how you're going to move this arm, just to be careful with that. It does have pretty good, decent articulation, but it's about as far as I can go with it, or I'm willing to risk going with it. So for this guy, probably when you're gonna, if you're gonna switch out this hand, you probably need to be a little bit careful, you know, because this gauntlet's gonna maybe try and get loose or fall off or something. But it looks really cool just seeing as you kind of in here focused up. I think it's really
it's like
here
he's playing
and
an
now.
evil piano.
Yeah, almost. But I think that helps set off like kind of the look with the hands. It really makes them how dark and imposing they are. Now, I'm going to need to check the instruction, but around his belt here, I'm going to see here if I can look it up earlier. Well, here, let me finish kind of showing you some of the articulation for this guy.
Don't forget, I have a cutaway if you need it.
Yeah. So this hand, the one thing I guess it's going to limit with the arms here is you guys can see kind of the suit does bunch up a little bit. Now, I guess Vader, you know, they all have this kind of thing. So you probably want to be kind of careful or just how much you're going to, you know, even trying to get it 90 degrees. But I think you can, with the nature of some of the hands, with the aggressive hand gestures you can do, you probably can get it where you don't need to have it up very far. Or like, you know, if you're doing the force push or something or wielding one of his lightsabers, he always kind of held it like kind of up like this. So you can kind of have it reverse behind him and keep it without going too high up. Like that's just how he carried the lightsaber in the game quite a bit. Now the helmet here, because it does go a little bit far back, you have decent range of motion for it. The colors on this guy are really good. Now, it does get like for if you're trying to go up, this is attached by Velcro, so you can get pretty decent. But you're gonna run into because it's one bodysuit by the where you're trying to move it up. So he maybe doesn't have all the range that I thought he would have. That is about as far as you can go with the boot with the knee. So about decent range. But where you might be a little limited where you can, you know, actually move his limbs and everything, I think that's made up for because you can actually his fabric and stuff. Now, this piece right here, the back piece, has no does not have any wiring at all. So that's just going to be loose. But on the sides here, if you want to make it look like he's like charging forward or something, it's easy enough just holding his lightsaber behind him and maybe out like just like this. Or if you want to show him force pushing or something while wielding his lightsaber, and you want to show like, you know, if he pushed and created some backdraft or something, you'll be able to just maneuver these pieces to kind of give that effect a little bit. Rip. Well, I'm not asking this because he's still kind of a cyborg guy. There's more of him than Vader left over, but you know, he's still kind of a cyborg. But guys, this figure really does look awesome. Now, if it's one you're on the fence about, maybe trying to pick up, I don't think he's an absolute like must buy. If you're just like, I need to own every Darksider wielder, I think like this guy would be really cool. But if you're like deciding maybe between this guy and Revan, or you know, getting the Emperor or somebody like that, or just General Grievous. Like, I think all those guys would be much more work. But this guy, he's what I want sometimes from just a simple, like, non-deluxe, just regular. He is just a badass looking character that you can put him with another group of Darksiders. If you have Sith figures like Count Dooku or Darth Maul, he'll fit in perfectly with those guys. Or Count Dooku, or however you want to say it. Now, the boots here.
Count Dookie, bro.
Well, they're split boots, but because as often can be the case, this almost kind of like Balin was. The shin guard is like one solid piece, but you can't really move it. So his foot movement here for placing is going to be kind of limited. But he is very cool looking. Just the look, feeling here, everything for him is just really, really well done. I'm going to be moving the camera here, and we'll do some close-ups here in a minute. One thing if you want to do a cutaway for a minute, I am going to just look up to see how for attaching the lightsabers. I want people to kind of see that. But
all right, while Lane is doing that, I got a package from Equan.
Equan sent me a thing? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was supposed to be delivered Friday and then Saturday, and I don't know what happened, but it came today. Also, I don't quite understand. He said that to let him know if it's flaking. So I don't know if he inspected this before he sent it, or it's a gift, so it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
But I was like, did you not check it before? But at any rate,
he sent you a Catwoman.
Catwoman, baby.
Is this
the 1.0?
Okay, so it's the first.
I think it's the 1.0.
Because I think the box is the same.
Oh,
yeah,
No, this is the 1.0.
Yeah,
which I knew, and I was excited for.
Yeah. Until Inart does theirs. That's the one no. Well, actually, guys, so how many of you want to take money bets that the Oxfather is going to go all in on the Kojin, especially after he talks about that Joker?
Yeah, so please make that bet with me, because I would love free money. I'm not buying that shit. I am not buying that shit at all, bro. Also, a little bit annoyed. I didn't know this, or not annoyed, but I didn't know this one came with the Batman mask, and I just bought one on Toy Anxiety for like $9, and I could have saved $9.
This is interesting.
This actually is the full Batman mask, though. It's the
I thought it was the is interesting here. They actually do show you on the instructions for putting the lightsabers. They tell you to put them in the hands like from the underside up into them, like I was saying. That's what the instructions show you to do.
Oh shit!
For putting on the lightsabers.
Oh, it's not broken. Just kidding. All right, a little bit of pleather issues, but not too bad. See, I dropped some plastic. Ooh, I dig this quite a bit. Oh, and the goggles move up. That's cool. Man, this is really cool. Yeah, a little bit of pleather peeling on the boots, but not too bad. I would imagine she may have some pleather. Oh, she comes with a Glock too? Wow. I'm going to show the screen in a second. Sorry, I'm just so excited. How do I want to pose her? I don't know. Let's see. We have the trigger finger. Oh, this does flip up. Okay, I don't want to break it. Let's see. So one of her arms was off in the box, so we'll put that Glock in there. I feel like that's probably the most Catwoman pose. I need to figure out. So there's a pin here that came out, so I need to reseat it. So give me a second to do that. Let's see. I see it. And I think I got it. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Does this? I need to read the instructions. I'm going to break this thing if I don't. Let's see. Catwoman. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so this goes. Oh, perfect. I feel like I didn't do that right, but let's see. Oh my god, I'm so scared to break this thing. Because it's so nice. Let's see, goggles up. And then how does it flip? Okay, I need to look up pictures. Because I'm going to break this thing. I know I will. If I don't. Let's get the base out. How's your research going, Lane?
Okay, so far so good. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of show here real quick. This is not in the correct order or anything, but
Yeah.
I am just want to kind of show with a couple of the hanging lightsabers, just what they kind of how they work and how they go. Give me one more minute here to just attach. There's supposed to be specific seams where you're supposed to try and kind of plug them in, but with my lighting here and stuff, it's making it kind of hard to see. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just like, I'll figure it out later on my own, but I can still let people kind of see because they kind of go around his suit here. So I want to give them a chance to kind of see just what they look like when they're here. But the big challenge is the mall lightsaber and stuff.
Uh-huh. All right, here we go. Let's see. So it looks like, yeah, okay. So it looks like, okay, so that comes out, so I can put her hair back. Oh, I see. Well, I'm so scared to do this, but there we go. Okay, style her hair back. I know this isn't thrilling television right now, but I'm trying not to break this figure.
Yeah, we're kind of both in that same thing. As you guys know, since this isn't like a recorded unboxing live, sometimes there are certain things you can and cannot do very effectively. Okay. Well, that'll be good at least. No. Let's see. Switch out one hand just to see how this goes.
Okay, I think I got it. I'm not quite sure. I feel like it doesn't look right. But I think that is how that works. Okay, I got her hair pulled back. Oh, I gotta get a good pose, though. What's the pose I want to do? All right, here we go. So this is what we got so far. Oh, yeah, that does look right. Her arm is off. But that's okay. Beautiful sculpt, honestly. I very happy to own this. But I gotta get a good pose. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do legs like that. Oh man, this figure is awesome. Also, Anne Hathaway, beautiful in this movie. My goodness.
Yep, she's my favorite live action Catwoman.
Okay, I'm not gonna even force the issue on that. Let's see. I'm gonna switch. Oh my god, she tumbled. She's okay. She's alive. Yeah, I need to port this thing in. There we go. Alright, so we got the goggles. He said, shut your mouth, Lane.
I didn't say anything.
No, not me. I didn't say that. OG says. How does the hair... Oh, the hair goes behind her ears. God damn it. Oh my god, I'm not good with the doll hair.
Well, that's the one thing that is kind of shared by both.
Yeah. Oh, this thing is so cool. Okay, now I need to switch out the hand. I think I'm gonna go with this hand instead. All right. As much as I like the Glock, I feel like that wasn't a big part of her look. Okay, now I need to gently port in this, which I don't quite understand how that goes. Okay, I gotta port in her elbow, and I'm scared to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna take. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So the special edition was the bat mask, which is cool. What type of pose should I do, though? I don't know. What's going on with you?
I'm posting them up here a little bit. Sure, just the lightsabers, all none of them fell off the back. I just put on a couple of the easy ones. They're not in their pre-assigned points they're supposed to go in.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Finish getting him posed up here for a second.
Fuck you, Aries.
And then...
Look at this. She's so beautiful. Oh, man, that looks so good.
Yeah, no.
Dude, honestly, having owned just for a few days the Bane 1.0 and now owning the Catwoman 1.0,
Mm-hmm.
they're really not bad figures. Like, I'm not saying that a 2.0 wasn't necessary, but...
Well, you know how much I was disappointed by the 2.0. So it could only
The Catwoman?
Yeah. You might remember I was disappointed by that for quite a bit. Now, maybe it was my expectations were a little bit too high.
Uh-huh.
But that's one that I wish had come out better. So I it's literally the one I'm willing to wait for the NR to try and get, because normally.
Can I have your Catwoman when you get rid of it?
Probably. We can talk.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Okay.
Dude, this figure's so cool. And the base, it's really cool. I've never actually seen this base. It's like a puddle base. That's really cool, Equan. Thanks, bro.
Equan is awesome.
Oh yeah, he's one of my favorites. Genuinely, Equan, I'm gonna treasure this forever. I think this is so cool. I want to get the bat pod for her. I'm gonna style her hair off camera. Might need Vivi's help to do that. But dude, this is so cool. The only thing I can't get just right is this port on the I feel like I need more light. There we go. No, I feel like I need to just take this off and do it off of the figure. There we go. Yeah, I gotta figure this out because her hair is crazy.
Yeah.
Lane, where did you get the Starkiller from? They're asking.
I got it from Gary Kwok, who does stuff. Sells a lot of figures and stuff. I actually ordered, guys, for the first time for Pop Collectibles. I know Jetta Patrol, and yes, I know Justin gets it from there too. I ordered for them for the first time a figure. So I'm not going crazy buying directly from there, but the item I bought was pretty much with the discount was almost the same price as buying it from Sideshow. In a lot of places, it's sold out. It's a vehicle. Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of, I decided I'll try this once and see how it goes. Okay. So I've got stuff now up for Starkiller. He's not posed great, but just, I don't want to waste too much time here because people are here watching us. And Moose, that's what I'd heard too. I basically went and talked to Jetta Patrol directly to ask him, like, hey,
stop saying his name.
Sorry. But hey, Ox, could you move me to
big screen?
Yep, you're good. Okay.
Sorry, I'm over here futzing with my doll.
Okay, so first, guys, just so you can see close up, this is the Lord Starkiller red coin. As I mentioned earlier, this is metal. It is really cool looking, I have to say, and for being the same price. So I think the gold ones are going to be just as cool. Don't get me wrong, but you got the Lord Starkiller, and then you've got Star Wars on the back there. It's really nice. So
You're funny, Aries. God damn, how do you futz this fucking hair, bro? I feel like I'm screwing this up.
So here's Starkiller, so you get a better look up close with the. This is one thing I do like doing it here. I think it lends itself when I want to get the close-ups like this a little bit easier by hand. Hey, Christian, thanks for joining us. I'm OG. I'm not flexing on the coin. It's the one reason I went to Hong Kong to get it. I wanted to get one figure with those.
Bro, hang on. Sorry, I'm gonna steal your soul.
Go ahead.
Thing for a second, dude. Sure. Aries, check this out. I didn't realize the old Hot Toys Glocks did this. Look at this, Aries. Let's see.
Oh, can it?
Look at this. You pull back, and then it's spring loaded. Nice. That's cool. I didn't know that they the old ones did that. The new ones, I think they're like the John Wick. They're just free sliding.
Yeah, John. Or Christian. Sorry, I had seen some people other who posted they had gotten it or in Discord I'm in. So this is the full, and so you guys can just see here the scratches and detail that they put into the top of the helmet and everything. Like they could have just left that kind of bare bones, but they didn't. Now even here, they've got the dirt grind and even like slashes and dents and stuff into the shoulder armor pieces on both sides, and they're different on both. So it helps give a real distinctive look to this. Now, just give you, so as you can see here, not the most dynamic pose, but he's kind of force pushing while then also now reaching for his lightsaber. I want to give some close up here to the boots. As you can see, the wiring there, I was able to just do a little bit there. So it does give a little sense of motion and movement to this guy. Looks really cool. I hope I'm not spoiling too much for you, Christian.
Yeah, bro, you're spoiling the whole game for me. Just kidding.
Well, I meant the figure before he gets it and stuff. But you can see the boots here. A lot of nice detail on them. The sculpting, because all this is sculpted plastic. And you got the boots and everything. Close up of the bodysuit. Now, you can see one thing that's actually cool that is, the little metal piece here so you can hang the lightsaber. This thing has the most stiffest connection for where you have the little metal piece to hang it. It actually would stay in place. I've never seen one have that before. The other lightsaber Jedi have the hanging attachment. I was like, oh, I was able to just pull it down and it just stayed in place, so I was able to put it. Now, this is the part I wanted to show you guys just kind of. Now, this is not how necessarily they're supposed to be laid out exactly, but I'm going to have to reset these and everything. But I'm going to do that off camera. It's going to probably take a little bit. But you see, you can just.
I love it.
You just hang the lightsabers directly off the belt. And the maul and whatever the other lightsaber hilt is kind of supposed to go in the middle here. Now, according to the instruction, you see those little slivers right there on the belt. Those are supposed to be identification marks to show how the lightsaber is supposed to go around the body. So I'm going to be fooling around with all that, looking at it probably tomorrow. Christian, you mean with two lightsabers? Do you mean two of his lightsaber that he actually wields? It comes with a light up one, and yeah, I know, Christian, you work here at the beginning. It comes with a light up and a regular lightsaber hilt. So if you want to use two non-lit up lightsaber hilts, he does not come to it with his own. Even though on some of the artwork it shows it wielding two. Yeah, they're really, really cool. This this is a very cool figure. It's not like you absolutely 100% need to get it. I mean, I would say that I was very surprised this guy came out because he's from a DLC from a game 15 years ago.
Oh my god.
What's up?
I'm so happy.
Do you have your Catwoman kind of fussed a little bit?
Pretty much.
All right. So just before, because we'll be switching over to Osfeather so you can kind of show his last little bit here.
How dare you?
Do you guys have any other questions about Starkiller? I'm just asking because it's obviously the more recent figure.
Okay, Lane.
Anybody
Don't
in chat?
Rub it in, bro. This is still a nice figure,
I
Lane.
understand, but I'm just saying this was a newer release one. But
okay, don't rub it in, Lane. Just kidding.
Yeah. Alrighty, but overall, anybody other questions, or else we'll let Oxfather show off his wonder.
I don't want to show it off anymore.
Well, don't. Just kidding. Don't. Your daughter's the one who's between 8 and 10, not you.
How dare you, Lane? I'm a grown man, Lane, and I can do this goddamn America. They ask, what do you rate the figure, Lane?
I'm going to give this guy... I'm going to say probably an 8.7 out of 10. It's very good. I love the new bodysuit. So, guys, if you're getting, like, the Vader, battle damage Vader or anything, I think you're going to be really happy with the bodysuit for this. It has a nice feel to it and everything. Doesn't feel cheap. There are some limitations. The arms, like the kind of movement of the limbs is kind of restricted a little bit. I'm a little disappointed. I thought it was because, he doesn't come with like big, bulky plastic armor pieces covering his torso or different things like Revan does. I thought he might be a little bit more flexible. The only part that I thought might have some restriction, but this is actually material. So it's not really, plastic like Revan has chest plate. So he's good. I guess I just like to hear before we head out tonight. What are some Legends figures you guys would like to see? Because we've gotten Starkiller, we've gotten Dark Malgus, like kind of going all over the place. Just is there one or two you guys might like to see, in the next couple years that we can see Hot Toys put out? Since, we may not have enough bunch of Disney Star Wars content this year. I mean, we're going to have the anniversaries like Revenge of the Sith. And yes, I know not everybody goes, but like Force Awakens, which I doubt they'll do much to, but they might put one or two figures out for it as part of the anniversary. And that goes for you too, Mr. Zack. Are there any you guys would like to see? Because I mentioned Mara Jade, like that's a big one. That she is probably the number one other than Dark Nihilus, who I would like to see.
You think they're gonna make that what is it, Joris Sabaoth or the old wizard
Joris
guy?
Kaboth? Yeah, the Jedi Master.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's like Kaboth or Kaboth, something like that. From
I thought it was Sabaoth.
Yeah, might be. I've heard it pronounced a couple different ways, but that was like back in the 90s.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah.
I don't know who else. I feel like they've made a lot of characters lately from Legends. Just this week, I think there was a few that they announced or moves last. Yeah, Malgus.
Yeah, I already have him pre-ordered.
Nihilus. Did they do Nihilus?
No, they have not done Nihilus. He's probably the big one from Coder era.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
did they do Luuke, the Luke?
No,
yeah, they did. They did. No, they did.
They did Dark Empire. They did.
Oh, that wasn't. Oh, okay.
That was
yeah,
Black
you're right.
Series.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, Hot Toys releases.
No, sorry, I misspoke.
From Talia Bastila would be cool. Dash Rendar, a whole bunch of Prince Cheesenor. From
this isn't technically Legends, but I could see them doing the female Yoda from episode 1.
Yaddle,
yeah, thank you. I know it's not technically Legends, but she has a big part in Legends.
Well, she was in Tales of the Jedi.
You know what'd be really cool, Lane? What I would fucking adore, honestly. Do you remember in the Clone Wars animated shorts when Anakin got that blue tattoos all over his body from the Vision? On that planet? Yeah, that would be a cool Anakin. I'd buy that one, dude. That was pretty fucking sick.
Yeah,
Especially with the new like Bane bodies that they have, like that type of body. That'd be
or
pretty cool.
Dirge. Dirge would be really cool. The
Dude,
big
Dirge would
armor,
be with the speeder.
The Gendai.
Yeah, Dirge would be cool. Honestly,
Yeah,
dude, like an animated Grievous, because the color scheme is a bit more
different.
like pastel. Like an
I
exclusive,
actually
that'd be cool.
I like the movie Grievous. But hey,
Ventress would be cool, dude. Ventress would be fucking
yeah,
awesome.
any Clone Wars version.
Yeah, you gotta do Ventress.
I think we'll eventually see like a Clone War. They've gone so deep into the Clone Wars line. I mean, that
Yeah.
we're getting like if we're getting Savage Opre, as much as I like, basically the Dothamer version of the Kurgan, to be voiced by Clancy Brown. I have him on pre-order. Like I was hyped for him. What would be kind of cool? I don't know if you guys in chat or Oxfather, you've seen those Mythos statues that Sideshow has done, like the chicken leg, like Darth Maul, and that version of Ventress, who's actually like a Night Mother. It's like more like she's like actually a Night Mother or something. Like what's her name, Mother Townsend. Like one of those, if they could get licensing so they could do a Mythos one, like one of those being done would be really cool. I mean, we're getting basically the figure version of that for Darth Vader. I mean, the mind just goes crazy. Like you're just like I mean, they've gone so deep in the Clone Wars. I mean, I don't see why like they couldn't do a Mother Townsend, a limited release one. Even though I'm kind of tired, I would admit I am tired of exclusives, and I got like 8 of them this past year. I'm making a concerted effort not to buy any this next year. Like I can't do it. Maybe if it's an artisan I want to get, but there've been too many exclusives, and I have taken up tons of space with figures I didn't plan on. Kind of.
Yeah.
But anyway, went on. I'm sorry if I went on a little bit longer there, guys, but Shakti, I'm probably gonna go. I think I'm gonna go into the Alien Jedi Masters, because I think I'm gonna get Kit Fisto now that they announced Plo Koon. Sizzy Tai, whoever that guy was, the first guy getting sliced down by Darth Sidious. That guy, like I look at that and like,
shit, bro.
that guy I just look at and go, you know what? I really don't need that guy. But the other ones I kind of like. Hey, Equan,
look at your figure. It made it finally, bro. I don't know what happened with the post with UPS, bro.
Probably with all the snow.
Her. Oh, I need to futz the hair, but she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's a nice figure.
Peeling on the boots and then on the pants, like around the hips right here. And then also one of the arms fell off, I guess, during shipment. But honestly, bro, not bad. And I'm going to treasure her. I'm going to futz her up tonight. And I love it, bro. I could not be happier.
I
love you, Equan. Always.
Although he's not going to be watching this, I do want to give a call out to Gary Kwok, who got me this figure
what the fuck?
me.
Why wouldn't he watch this?
Because he's in Hong Kong.
They have internet there?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, I want to give a shout out to him and everything. He got me this figure. It's actually the second figure I got from him. You guys might remember my Return of the Jedi Darth Vader that I unboxed last year.
Oh my gosh, that's so dim.
But he got me the Darth Vader. That was the first figure I ever got from him.
I like that.
And hey, I trusted him enough where I did friends and family, but he got me both.
Goddamn, Lane, that's crazy work, bro. Never say that on the air.
Okay, sorry.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Oh, Lane, this base is so cool. I never seen a base like this.
Yeah.
Blow my mind, actually.
Well, I'm glad that we all had a really good night with this. Hey guys, I hope you had a good time watching with us.
Hell yeah.
Make sure you catch tomorrow night with the Oxfather for collecting weeklies. 1/6 scale talk. Should be having we should be having After Dark on regular day and time and stuff.
Thank God, bro.
Hey, it was really fun the other night doing it. I thought that was really cool. Tomorrow on Hot Toys Hotline, I do want to mention we will finally be doing our giveaway. We will be giving away a Kenobi Purge Trooper from the show, the Hot Toys figure. And then people have commented on the video from a couple of weeks ago. We will be doing that. And then for members to Hot Toys Hotline, we will be giving away the Hano Brown Suit Wolverine. And I'm hoping people will respond fast so I can ship them out on Wednesday. I have had a fabulous time here with you guys tonight. Oxfather, it was great to be with you as well. Thank you for just spending an hour with us guys tonight. If you catch the replay, if you can, comment on the video. And hey, we had a great night, and this is just the start of the week for Collecting Weekly. We have probably going back to regular schedule for a lot of stuff, and we look forward to seeing you guys.
I do. Sorry, why is it so bright, bro? My light's so bright. Sorry, I need to fix this before we get off air.
Your light, you're shining so much with happiness, you're blinding yourself with your own Catwoman.
I know. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, love you guys. Sorry for the tech issues. I think I figured it out, but it's stupid. But here we go. OG says, I need that Pro Trooper Lane. I'll send you $50 when I win. Wink, wink. Love you guys. Also, check out the vlog we posted today. It was around lunchtime. Really fun vlog. I got to try on some Rolexes. It was kind of fun just to go out there and window shop. But yeah, if you guys are into that stuff, check it out. We have plenty of vlogs up there. But yeah, love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next.
Oh, and anybody be careful who is in that winter storm path right now that's cutting across. The
Midwest, that's real
towards the East Coast. We're supposed to possibly get some snow in here, but not part of that storm, but like something else, I think, later this week. So everybody be safe. Otherwise, thank you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.